Hey there, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I'm taping this early Wednesday morning. Hadn't really planned to do a taping today, and if you notice, I'm sort of you can see the wings over there. I'm standing up, and because I'm going to keep this short in my reading room. Excuse that light in the background. I'm facing a window, but that said, I woke up. I read some recaps of that so-called speech yesterday, the rambling, basically in Michigan, but it was really interesting. I woke up really trying to get a grip on Gretchen Whitmer, y'all. I don't know how you're feeling about that. Oh, and by the way, let me back it up a little bit in case you're just landing here. My name is Afefe with Touch by Tarot and Beyond. If you landed, I hope you stick around. I do a lot of political readings, and I'd love to have you on board. And by the way, let me mention, I noticed a lot of you who've been leaving comments our independence. Love it. Love it. All are welcome here, no matter what party affiliation or no party affiliation. The idea is in this time that we're in, I'm trying to build a platform and a community that we can hold discussions, be respectful of one another, and really just get to the meat of a lot of what's happening. I think these spaces are where we have to come in this time to just get, stay on top of things and maintain our sanity and maintain our momentum, right? We all want better than we are experiencing in this moment. That said, let's put a check mark next to the fact that although we're going to hear to the contrary for sure from FDT's camp, that I don't know if it was a concert center or wherever it was in Warren, Michigan yesterday. They said it was only half full, and that, as usual, just as we saw happen in the campaign, is campaign that he goes on these long rambling tirades, almost 90 minutes from what I understand, and people just started drifting out. So I know that they were very careful and crafty with their camera angles, but the place was half empty, y'all. Okay, that's it. Gretchen Whitmer. So we know that, and I pulled a couple of cards. I had to go to Spirit and like, what's her deal? What's she really doing right now? I got something for you. So remember, she went to the White House a few weeks ago or a month ago, whenever it was, and we remember that picture of her holding up that folder in front of her face because he made her come in or invited her into the Oval Office. She hadn't planned on doing that, and she was walking a tightrope. This was during a time when a lot of people were going to the White House to bend the knee, and when we saw Big Gretch walking up in there, we were like, "Oh, come on, surely this is not what's happening. Not Big Gretch." So I wasn't completely sure what her agenda was during that. Maybe many of you knew, but now we know. There's an Air Force base that she was trying to secure funding for that supplies like 30,000 jobs in the region. I think it's something like 880 million, close to tipping up to $1 billion of a contract that she was angling for. So, all right, I get it. Gretchen, I'm getting you all, is playing the game and she's playing to win. It is not what's in her heart. So this morning, I just wanted to get on here and share with you. I went to Spirit and I said, really, Spirit, please show me what's Gretchen's deal, right? Because of course, he pulled her up on stage last night and, he wants to hug up on her and make it seem like they're friends again. On the plus side, I guess that means, Gretch doesn't have to worry about the rabbit MAGA's trying to show up and kidnap her anymore. Now she's been deemed put on the friend list, I suppose. But also, what I want to share with you all, I pulled two major arcana back to back, and I pulled the Death card and the Wheel of Fortune. And my specific intent and question to Spirit is, what's her deal? What does she really feel towards Donald Trump? What's going on? What's her thing here? And here we have it. She's coming to the end of her term, right? Her second term. So she's not eligible to run again. That's that. She's already said she's not going to run for the Michigan Senate seat. Is she still going to try and position herself to make a run in 2028? I don't know. We'll look at that a little bit more around her later. But this for me was really, really powerful, and I thank Spirit for it, because the Wheel of Fortune, you all, it is ruled by Jupiter. You even see that symbol for Jupiter there at the bottom of the card, right? Jupiter is about its business. Jupiter is about growth. It is about the change in cycle. She recognizes again that she's leaving her office in 2027. That's when she has to move on. She wants to leave a legacy. And she really did do this on behalf of protecting her state's interests, protecting the interests of had to walk a very fine line between appearing too, you know, too friendly, too happy about what was happening. At the same time, that's notice the military gear, like she dressed for the occasion. And may I just say, she looked a whole lot better in it than that so-called Ice Barbie. Like, okay, not the topic for the day. So that's what it is, you all. She wants to leave a very powerful legacy. She wants to leave the state of Michigan in as good a financial and economic state as she possibly can, no matter who belongs to what party. She really was functioning as a governor of the state of Michigan. And this is, she feels like she struck a deal. She's leaving the state in growth again, Jupiter being growth and business. And that was her main objective. This was her truly playing chess, not checkers. All right. So Gretchen's good. Gretchen's good. And as I said, based on how things are turning out for her at this time and him, oh, she's a friend and she's, she's good. She's good people, y'all. At least we know that she should also be safe and not targeted by any nonsense. All right. I hope that was helpful. Keep your eyes out. From what I understand tonight, I don't know what time, but Kamala Harris is supposed to be speaking out tonight in front of a group, and quite sure she's going to have some things to say about that 100-day speech last night. So keep your eyes out for that later tonight, and certainly by tomorrow. A lot of